energy, and our party is full of energy like never before.
All right, thank you so much for joining us tonight for the South Carolina primary results at 11. I'm Andrea Mock.
And I'm Darcy Strickland. We're beginning tonight with results rolling in from that presidential primary. JR has a closer look at the numbers and how well Nikki Haley did or did not do in certain counties, JR.
Ladies, about 90% of all the votes have been counted in South Carolina, and this is the way it stands right now across the Palmetto State. The former president with almost 60% of the vote so far, the former governor with almost 40% of the vote. That is telling because the polls leading up to tonight basically showed the former president with a 30 to 35 point lead over the former governor. But as you can see over the last several days, that lead shrunk a little bit. Might have been the campaign ads, might have been some campaign stops across the state. But again, about 60-40, those are the numbers tonight. Nikki Haley, she's only winning 3 counties in the state of South Carolina. Richland County, she's got almost 58% of the vote. Charleston County, we'll take a look at that. She's got 62% of the vote. And she also won down in Beaufort County with about 55% of the vote. In Lexington County tonight, if we can go there we go. You can see the former president with 58% of the vote. Swing over to Sumter County if we can. This is live TV, 65%. Horry County, the former president strong there with 67%. And in the upstate, Spartanburg with 69%. And in one more county here if we can. Come on, live TV, you can do it. Okay, there we go, Greenville, 59% of the vote. So again, 3 counties won by the former governor, 43 counties won by the former president.
JR, thank you so much. Of course, we have the election results and the advisory questions that were on the ballot on our website at WLTX.com.
And former President Trump has been crisscrossing our state, holding events all over South Carolina leading up to the primary, and then a sort of surprise appearance tonight.
Nate Stanley begins our team coverage with a look at tonight's primary results.
The majority of this crowd began filing out shortly before 8 p.m. today, but at one point this place was absolutely filled with supporters celebrating the victory and looking forward optimistically to November.
But you knew he was going to do this well. South Carolina loves President Trump, and veterans in South Carolina love President Trump.
A result with little surprise according to supporter Robert Cornicellia. He was one of the many on hand to watch the former president win South Carolina's primary.
You're fired. Get out. Get out, Joe. You're fired.
The former president's victory was projected just minutes after polls closed in the state, exciting the crowd inside the fairgrounds. Jim and Kathy Bryant came to show their support on Saturday.
Absolutely over the moon, happiness all the way. Yeah. Trump is wonderful and great.
The former president was joined on stage by a number of local and national officials and political leaders for his victory speech.
They're destroying our country, and I just wish we could do it quicker. 9 months is a long time. I just wish we could do it quicker, Mr. Governor.
For decades, South Carolina's primary winners have gone on to win their party's nomination. We spoke with supporters who are hoping for change in Washington and think Donald Trump is the man who can do it.
But I'm really concerned about my grandchildren, my children, and the future of this country. The direction we're heading just cannot continue as it has for the last 3 years.
Christopher Rowan says the economy is why he cast a vote for Trump and is celebrating Saturday's win.
Couldn't be happier. We got a victory. Hopefully we get one in Georgia as well. It's a race and it's a fight till the end. Big supporter of his economic policy. Just bringing a good meal to the table.
And looking ahead, the next primary is scheduled for the 27th. That is happening in Michigan. And then Super Tuesday is going to happen on March 5th. Reporting in Columbia, Nate Stanley, News 19, WLTX.